everybody. Today we have here with us wonderful guests. They are going to introduce themselves. I'm not going to introduce them. This is Worship Party. Please don't forget to subscribe. We have here with us today great men. Sergeant Lee.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're here live.
Yeah. So we are not going to waste much time. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and I'm going to start from my immediate right. Into Sergeant Lee. Take it.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm Sergeant Lee. My original name is Sergeant Ofori Parker, popularly known as Sergeant Lee. In Hinesville with the family. And then I'm stationed in Germany. So I'm here for parental leave to July. And I came to this great platform to introduce ourselves.
So you've been here for let's say, getting to 3 months, right?
Yeah, so it was 84 days of parental leave. That's what the Army said. Don't leave to July 7th.
All right.
So it's almost 90 days.
How is Germany though?
Yeah, Germany is one of the places. It's Europe. But me personally, I would say I hate Germany. But it is what it is. You cannot predict where you want to stay in the military.
Sure.
What they want you to go, you gotta go. So I'll go back and keep my head up.
Sure.
And keep pushing.
All right. Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Boakye.
Yep. I'm here.
Really a shutter movement, welcome, Mr. Boakye.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself for us.
Yeah, I'm Samuel Boakye. These people have been messing up my name, Boakye. They can't actually say the tonation. So they think Boaky is supposed to be Boakye. So they only mess up my name.
That's
phonetics. It's a traditional name back home in Ghana.
Sure.
Yeah, so Samuel Boakye, and I'm here with the family as well, just as Sergeant Lee said.
Sure.
I've been in Huntsville for 5 years, since 2020.
Yeah.
We are getting ready to be deployed to Europe. I think in the next 2-3 weeks, thereabout.
Sure.
So we are here, still in the army, chilling, vibing every day, because the army is the best, as I would say.
Yeah.
There's nowhere like the army.
Wow. You love it.
Yeah. I do love it. Though I can't maybe do to 20 years as people do, but at least the best job that I recommend anybody to do or to go into is in the military. Whether the Navy, Marines, Air Force, Army, we are all good.
Has it helped you in any way?
Hell yeah.
Also, what a team movie.
Yeah, the army is school-wise, because I went to my graduation 2 weeks ago. Maryland, yeah. It's through the army for free.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What degree is it in?
So I masters in emergency and disaster management and homeland security. So, yeah. So the army is not bad. So school for free, medical care, everything for free. So it's good. And we get a chance to chill almost every month. We got a 4-day weekend, just like today.
Yeah.
Today is a 4-day weekend. So most of the civilian jobs, it's hard to get a free day to chill, but we got a chance to chill almost every day or every weekend. So I would say the army is the best. And I thank you for inviting me to join on your show. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so today we are basically going to talk about how we started and then where we are heading towards. So I'll start from Sergeant Lee. You've been in the army for a while, so you have more experience. I'll say that. Yeah. So I would want us to take us through where you started. I can say maybe in Ghana, where you started from, and how you've been able to maneuver your way through, and then right now you are here in the US. Is another case.
Yeah. Thank you. I would say, it's been a long journey.
Sure.
From Ghana. That was 2004.
Oh,
So my dad actually came here in 1999.
Wow.
So 2004, he filed. We are 3. I got 2 sisters, and then I was the oldest. So 2004, my dad came and said, "Oh, he filed for us." And then the kid, those behind me, the 2 girls, since he filed, I was over 21 years because I was born in 1983. So the kids, 18 and 16, actually came 2006 because they were easy to come. And then when they left, it was me and my mom just in Ghana. And then 2010, when I was going to Cape Polytechnic. Kumasi Polytechnic.
Wow.
Because actually, I started
the one in Amokum area.
Amokum area.
Opposite Anglican secondary.
Opposite cars, So that's where I started my tertiary career. I went to Kumasi High School, chilling and everything. So I've been a Kumerican for the most of
for a long time.
My dad was a military back in Ghana too. So 2010, I started my journey. October, my dad brought me to the United States, and then my first point of entry was New York, JFK.
Awful.
And in life, I would say my first time of boarding a flight was from coming to US.
Okay.
I've never ever bought a flight.
Yeah, miracle.
So I was like, let me say I was a villager. I didn't know anything about flight. There was a Delta airline straight from Kotoka to JFK.
Nice one.
And then from JFK to Kentucky. So that's where my dad used to live. So when I came 2010, chilling. And my sisters have been here 4 years, so they showed me the guidelines. And I started with GED. My dad wanted me to go to school.
Sure.
So I did the GED. In Ghana, we say Novdek.
Okay.
So I wrote this GED in 2 months and I passed.
Awful. Yeah.
So it was through GED and then Army. Which one should I go? So I'd done the GED, go to college right there, but I was 27 years old. I'm too old.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want a job. So luckily my friend was in the Navy. And then he told me about how to join the military here. Because in my mind, I thought the way we join military in Ghana, the same way.
Process, protocols and things.
I didn't know brown paper. I'm like, this guy told me that, oh no, just Google recruiting station.
Just take the exam.
So I Googled recruiting station. It was in Florence, like 30 minutes. Yeah. I don't know how to drive. So right now my brother-in-law was my sister's boyfriend, Mr. Ike. God bless you. He came and picked me, took me to the recruiting station. They said do some algebra, maths, and English. I passed, and that was the career. Meanwhile, I started Amazon. That's my first job in America. Do Amazon for almost like a year and a half.
Sure.
And then I changed my mind that I want a federal job. And then through my brother-in-law right now helped me out, went to the recruiting station. Then this recruiter is bothering me every day, like as if they're going to kill me. My dad was like, you know, you're going to die in the military. But up to now, 13 years down the line, I've not even been in downrange because every unit I go don't deploy, so it's just rotations and all that stuff. So I started from basic training, as y'all know. I mean, 12 Charlie, so engineer, bridge crew member. I went to Missouri. So Missouri was my first duty station.
Okay.
And after Missouri, 3 years, I went to Fort Hood.
Okay.
Texas.
Mm.
And then from Texas, I went to Korea.
Okay.
As rotation whilst I was in Texas for 9 months. Came back, then I went back to Korea again as a duty station. Then from Korea, I went to JBLM, Washington State.
Okay.
Then from Washington State, I came to Fort Stewart.
Okay.
And then now from Stewart, I'm in Germany right now. So that's the life of my journey. Yep. So I've been in the Army since 2012. Yeah, I joined March 2012. So it's been 13 years down the line. That's my whole career about the Army. And the Sergeant Lee came when I penned Sergeant 2017 with Shatawale song. Hey, Sergeant Lee. At that time, I have tea too. I have tea.
So hold on, is that your original name? Sergeant?
No, my name is Ofori Parker. The Sergeant Lee came from nowhere 2017 when Shatawale song came.
So how did you change it from?
No, my name is still Ofori Parker.
Oh, so you have that on your name tag?
Yeah, Ofori Parker.
Oh,
the Sergeant Lee.
Okay, that's
is
your nickname.
kind of like a nickname.
Oh, I thought that was your
Everybody
real
call
name.
me.
Okay.
Everywhere I'm stationed,
Okay.
people don't even know that I'm called Parker.
Okay.
Ofori Parker, but the Lee have been the name everybody knows me from.
Sure.
So there was one girl here that went to Italy. One day, she saw me at UXO wearing uniform. I'm like, I thought you were called Sergeant Lee. I'm like, no, the Lee is just my nickname.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she saw Ofori Park. I'm like, that's my name. So the Lee came 2017 when I first pinned E5 in the military.
Okay.
And then that was the year Satawale
Release
brought
the song.
that song. Yeah. Hey, Sergeant Lee. We'll take it tea. And you know, we drink tea. Yeah, you know the tea we like. And then that time, it was like the tea, and then the name started coming, and that was it.
Okay.
That was it. So that's how the Lee came, and I've done so many. It's my 6th duty station right now, and then we all met each other here.
Nice
we all meet you guys, and it's been
family,
a great family.
Yeah.
Everything. Like them show me to this Angry Orchard thing. Yeah, like every party.
We will come there. We will come there. We are going to come there, right?
Thank you, man.
Let me go to. Let me go to Boakye. But I know that we all came from Kumasi. I know Afrancho, we are all in the same area, but I never met you before.
Yeah.
Until you gave me something to give to your parents.
Oh, that's good.
I'm a pure American too. So
Yeah.
I graduated at Duman
Okay.
High School.
Aduma Senior High, yeah.
26.
Okay.
Then from there, I went to Teacher Training College.
Hold on, 2006.
2006.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
2006 at Duman. I graduated that year. Then I was looking into going to nursing or going to the university. But it was tough because my financial issues with regards to family-wise was... It wasn't easy though, so I was like, okay, why don't I go to Teacher Training College? Because once you graduate, at least you have like a stable job.
Sure.
So I went to Inche Training College. Inche College of Education.
Okay.
Yeah, Western Region. I went in 2008 because I stayed home after graduating at Dumai. I had to stay home for like a year or two. So I went to Inche Training College in 2008. Graduated in 2011.
Okay.
Then I got stationed at a village close to Lake Boakye.
Okay. So you came back to Asante?
I came back, so once I graduated the Inche Training College, I came back to Ashanti region. Got stationed at a village called, I may say a town, because there's no village anywhere, so it's a Tumiebu.
Okay.
Look at the name. Tumiebu, like a primary school. It was a primary school. Yeah. Yeah. So I came to Tumiebu in 2011-12.
Okay.
Then whilst I was there, I started doing the sandwich with Valley View University, like a bachelor's program, because training college is a diploma.
Yeah, sure.
You might say associate. That's like comparing to US's. Yeah. So bachelor's. I went to Valley View, and that sandwich program, we go there when school vacates.
On weekends, mostly on.
Yeah, when school vacates, that is when we go. So let's say you teach in a government school, school vacates, Christmas, New Year, like Easter, like during those kind of time frame that the school vacates.
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks, you go back to school.
Sure.
So I went to Valley View at Techiman.
Okay.
So they got a campus. The main campus is at Accra, at Oyibi campus. But I went to Techiman campus from 2012. Then I graduated 2015. So whilst I was in school, teaching and schooling at the same time, my father, he's from Boakye.
Okay.
So he has a friend who was education director. Because I was teaching the village to me.
Okay, yeah.
So I went to see my father, and I was like, I don't want to go to that place again. So if he can talk to his friend so that he can repost me to come to Kumasi. Yeah. Then through my father's friend, shout out to him. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. Through him, I came to Tafo to teach in a primary school called Usmania Islamic Primary School.
Okay.
So whilst I was at Tafo, at that time I was still doing the sandwich program with Valley View. I didn't complete it yet. I was still with Valley View.
Okay.
So when I came to Tafo, I was still like schooling. So after a year, I graduated 2015. Then I went to see my father's friend again. Okay. At that time, he had been transferred from Boakye Municipal to Kumasi Metro as education director. So I went to see him. Then he gave me the option to go to Sewanyako Senior High School.
Okay.
So I was in Sewanyako teaching.
So you were in girls' school?
A girls' school, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, girls' school. But before I went to Sewanyako, I got married to my wife.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful wife Maggie. So I thank her so much.
Is that where you met her?
So I met Maggie when I was teaching at Usmania Islamic School at Tafo. So I was trekking to get like a taxi to go to school.
Okay.
Then I met her. Like she was also like walking to get a bus or like a taxi. Then I met her. We talked and we started from there. So
now they call you there.
So I got married to Maggie whilst I was teaching at Usmania Islamic School. So as soon as I graduated Valley View, I went to see my father's friend again. Then he helped me to come to Sewanyako to teach at the high school.
Okay.
So I was teaching English because I majored in English.
Yeah. Okay.
Bachelor's in secondary education.
Wow.
I majored English. Minor social studies. But I was teaching English.
Okay.
Yeah. So whilst I was teaching at Sewanyako. Yeah. So once I was teaching at Sewanyako, there was a time that I went to WAEC to get like a BEC to mark. You know those guys like right across from WAEC, they set up like a computers and other stuff that they can take you a picture, they can take you a picture, they can print some document for you, registration and stuff like that. Yeah. I went there to do the registration to get access to mark BEC.
BCE, okay.
And without knowing, that guy, he's called Philip, he used my information to do the DV lottery.
Oh.
Without my consent. Yeah, that was around like 2016, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 2016, thereabout. So I was teaching Sewanyako. It was a time, like, somebody called me.
Wow.
He was like, hey, do you remember Philip? I was like, nah. He was like, oh, you came to WAEC to do the WAEC BC marking registration, so date, and I used your information to do the DV lottery, and you won.
Wow.
I thought it was a scam. And he asked me, he told me that he called my former headmistress at Tafo Usmania Islamic School, but it didn't go through. Because I have left the school to Sewanyako. Then he asked me, where am I at? Then I told him, oh, I'm currently stationed at Sewanyako. Then he was like, okay, then if we're in Sewanyako, I have a friend over there. So he had a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, called Hakim. Hakim too is in New York. So he came to see Hakim, and I as soon as like he told me that information, I asked Hakim that there's a friend that called me that he knows you, and he did a DB lottery for me. Hakim was like, okay, if he says so, then it might be true because that is the work that the guy does.
Okay.
So the guy came, he opened the portal, put in the confirmation number, and it was true.
Wow.
Yeah. But now, because I didn't do the lottery by myself, but he rather did for me, it was like a business.
Okay, so
you pay me,
negotiated.
Yeah, you pay me, then I do this for you. If you don't pay, everything's gonna like expire. That I have married to Maggie, so I talked to Maggie and she helped me, and we did everything. And I came here in 2018.
Wow. Powerful. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice one.
So when I came here in 2018, I came to stay with my friend Boadu.
Okay.
God bless you, Boadu.
Okay. Boadu.
Boadu, you call Boadu, yeah, because we were all in what do we call ancient training college, yeah, with Maestro. Shout out to you, Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I came to stay with Boakye. But when he came to pick me from the airport at Dallas, this coming down, he was like, "There's a military if you want to join." But remember, back in Ghana, it's hard to get like
military
to join. I was like, "Are they gonna take me?" He was like, "Hell yeah, they're gonna take you." So, like moving forward, he took me to the recruiting station, and I took the advert test, but not knowing he was going to the Navy.
Okay.
So when I first came, I joined the Navy.
Okay.
Being a American, no swimming. If you put me in the water, I'm gonna sink.
So you went to the Navy because of him?
Yeah, because he was the one I was staying with, and he introduced me to the military.
Okay, but your interest was not there?
No, my interest was not there, but I was like, okay, that's cool. Because they are all in the Navy, Marines, Air Force, Army, they are all military.
Okay.
So first, I'm able to find a federal job to do. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So when he took me to the recruiting station, I told the recruiter that I don't know how to swim. But he told me they're going to teach you. I said, oh, that's cool. So I took the advert test, do the medical, everything, and I think I came 2018, October. Then I took the test November 16, the same year, 2018.
Okay.
The recruiter told me they're going to ship me to basic training. They call it boot camp.
Great Lakes.
The next year, the following year, August 2019.
Okay.
So I even told my friend that I got enough time. So if I start working and I make money, I can register for like a private swimming lessons.
Okay.
Then I ran like ending of November that same year. The recruiter called me that everything was good to go. So they shipping me. And I was like, I've not been able to practice the swimming. He told me they're going to teach you how to swim. Then they took me there, shipped me to boot camp, Great Lakes, Chicago.
Okay.
The swimming part was the most difficult. For the PT test and everything else, like schoolwork, you have to take a lot of tests, computer-based tests and everything. That shit was easy. PT, other things were easy, but the swimming, because I have not been exposed to swimming at all.
America.
No. And I don't go to the pool. I'm not somebody that goes to the pool. Even in Kumasi, some people go to the pool side and they swim. Yeah. But I don't go to the pool, so it was hard for me to pass the swimming. The pool was 50 feet. You jump from like a 12, 13 feet tower. You go down deep to like another 12 feet. Go down the pool. You should be able to propel to come afloat. You turn, you swim on your back. I try. So by any time I try, halfway through, I go back inside the water. So it was hard. So, and I had to come back home.
So they brought you home, or you quit?
So for the Navy, if it's getting to like 2 weeks for your people, at that time I don't know for now though, but if it was getting 2 weeks for your people to graduate, and you are unable to pass your swimming or your PT test, they will tell you to go back home, learn how to swim. If it's for PT test, go prepare yourself for maybe PT test, come back after 6 months.
Okay.
So I had to come back to Virginia, my friend's house. So I came back there. I was like, no, I don't want to go and be jumping on that goddamn tower again.
That was risky.
Even it's very scary and it wasn't easy. Like just imagine jumping from like a 12, 13 feet tower to another 12,
my
13
brother
feet
broke
pool.
the arm though.
So you gotta you go this way like they tell you step, you move to the edge of the tower, jump. If you don't jump, they're gonna push you on your back because and they got instructors inside the pool.
Okay.
So like safety wise, they got people to cover you up. They don't gonna leave you just to like jump yourself and get hurt. Now, the military, they kick it. They take very good care of people. So, So I came back. I was like, no, I'm not going back again. Then I went to the recruiting station, told the army recruiter that I went to the Navy. I couldn't make it because of swimming. So I want to join the army. Then he was like, okay. So he requested for the document, the DD-214 and other documents. I showed him. So he had to pull all my information from the Navy.
Okay.
So it took like 4 months to 5 months for them to get all the information.
So were you working at that period?
At that period, when I was at my friend's house, I had to leave to get my own like personal space. So I had to rent like a one room from
a studio,
from a woman. Then I worked. So I started working at Home Depot. That was a night shift. I didn't have a car at that time. Then at the same time, I had to work at Aldi. ALDI, agri-food market. So like 2 jobs. At the same time, because I was waiting, because I had to wait for the recruiter to make sure everything was good.
And you had to make money.
Yeah, and I had to send money back home. No, it wasn't easy because we didn't come from like a rich family, yeah. So I was working, but finally it went through. I went to basic training 2019 October, and I graduated basic training AIT, came to for steward 2020 April. As soon as I came to steward 2020 April, the unit that I was assigned to, my current unit, they were deploying to Middle East. So from April, they deployed in July. So I deployed with them. That was the first combat deployment.
Okay.
So I went to Iraq, I went to Qatar, Kuwait, like the Middle East, moving around. Then we came back and we deployed again last 2 years, 2023 March.
Okay.
Then for the 2023 March deployment, I went to Syria, Iraq, came back to Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, like moving around. Then finally we are here.
Wow.
And we are preparing for another deployment to Europe, Poland.
Okay. So is that your final contract, or you're still going to sign again?
For now, I don't know yet.
Okay.
Every day I sleep, I think about it. So I don't know yet.
And anything can change.
Anything can change. Yeah, of course. Anything can change. Yeah.
I mean, the question is, what is your story, Charlie? Everybody has a story.
Yeah.
That's good. I like the title. What is your story? What's your story?
Yeah. So Sergeant Lee, back to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I ended up coming here, and I met friends, I met people, I met Joe, I met y'all, Kofi, everybody here, being a family, and it's been great to see such family like this. Even when I came back from Germany, the law everybody have done for me has been amazing. Like, I cannot think about how. It all depends on how you live with people. If you're a good person, people will show you love, and it has shown. Like, I've been so overwhelmed about how you guys, everybody, have done through my coming back. Yeah, but that's why when I came, the vibes here is different.
It's different. You love it here more than in Germany. I love it
here more, man. I'm telling you. But like I said, when I see July, I'll start crying. I had to go back to where I don't belong there. Yeah. To me, I don't belong there. But this is the army life. Yeah, you have to go. Yeah. So yeah, it's been so good. It's been so good to meeting such people in Georgia. And this is my first time being in Georgia too. Yeah, I've never been in Georgia till I was stationed here. Okay. So it's been a great thing to meet you guys, and I love it here. Thank you for this invitation for me to come here, and we all talk about the title. Say, what is your story?
What is your story?
I like that. I like that. What is your story? Yeah.
So I have a question for you. Back home, in Ghana, there's a lot of hardship going on. The economy is not the same like it used to be. There's been a lot of changes, and I believe that part of the reason is the population.
It's growing.
The population keeps growing, and then especially when you look at the number of unemployment rate in Ghana, Charlie, it's very huge. Yeah. A lot of youths they have no hope. Most of them are discouraged.
Because you just went, so you saw it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Things are very hard. Things are tough. Things are becoming expensive. Yeah. Most of people don't have jobs right now as we speak. So what advice, like how do you think people can maneuver through this hard times? What can we do?
For me, I would say that's why everybody is traveling. Now all the youth is traveling. If you go to Kotoka right now, Terminal 3, there's people leaving right now, leaving to go have greener pastures.
Sure.
So for there, right now the change of government came. Like we were just talking about the dollar rate. They're doing their best to help, but the people,
the individuals,
don't want to change. Yeah. So back then we all say it's hard for people to adapt to change. Yeah, that's the problem. But hopefully, what I've seen is that all the youth are trying to travel to get greener pastures. School, visitation, everybody's trying to find their way out because they know there's no future. But I hope probably maybe in the near future, somebody can change it. We're all praying that our country should be a better one because like you just went and you saw how people are struggling over there. I've seen it on social media and it's kind of like so hard. Yeah, it's so hard. Like first, if you hear money, 20 million, it's a huge money. Now 2,000 is nothing to nobody. You can even give somebody 10,000, 100 million. They don't even appreciate it no more.
Yeah.
But first, even if you hear 1 million, it was the money. So what I would say that they should keep pushing, and then the government is doing their best because we all seen what is going on. For the past, since the change of government, I think things have been a little bit changing. So let's hope for the best. That's what we got to say, hope for the best.
Mr. Boakye.
All right, so with regards to the situation in Ghana, traveling is good. If you get the opportunity, it's good to travel. But if there's no opportunity for you or if you don't have any option, at least people, back in Ghana, people normally like focus on the government, like government jobs and stuff like that. But meanwhile, you can start your own personal business, like selling sashi water.
Well, I mean, the capital. The
capital. Yeah. So because I believe when I graduated GHS at St. Anne's Ashtown, I was selling Pali biscuits. I believe it was like Pali biscuits.
Piccadilly biscuit. And
I was selling on the street. So if you get like 500 CDs, or if somebody give you 500 CDs, you can start with something small. Because the government cannot afford to create jobs for everyone. Though government have been helping, and so if you get opportunity, people try to sell their properties like businesses and houses to travel. But you have to remember what type of document, what type of visa are you traveling with? Because if you sell your house,
that's a good question.
if you sell your properties, businesses, people sell their businesses. If you sell those kind of stuffs, then you travel with a B1, B2, which is a tourist visa. You come down here, you're gonna struggle to get a document. So it's not gonna be easy for you at all. So people should try to like create your own personal businesses, like in terms of capital, 500 cities, 1,000 cities, something small. And you don't know where life is gonna end you to. You might start with something small, and later it's gonna grow big, because the government cannot like do everything. So we pray that since there's a change in government, things will get better. My problem is the CD dollar rate has been going down like tremendously. But
you think it's a good thing?
It's not a good thing for now because
for you,
it's not good because if there is a reduction in the currency, the CD dollar rate, and there is a reduction in foodstuffs in Ghana, it's going to be good. But just imagine buying like a bag of rice, vegetable oil or cooking oil, and there is nothing like a reduction in those kind of like commodities, foodstuffs. So I don't know. So in that case, if you reduce the dollar and you reduce foodstuffs and every like basic living things that people need to survive in Ghana, I agree with that. But the dollar and the cedi cannot keep on going down, and still prices still remains the same as the dollar used to be at 16.
Like I mean, there's no regulations.
There's no regulations, so I don't know. So that is the biggest problem because you reduce the dollar used to be 17, right? 17, 16, all the way. It has been going down like every day. Yesterday it was 11 something. Today it's 10 something.
But the prices of stuff are still the same.
Still the same shit.
So still the government has to regulate.
So
I agree with you.
Because if you try to send money to support family members and friends back home, if you used to send like $100 back then when it was like 15, that would be like 1,500, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we send the same $100, it's going to be 1,000 cities.
Yeah.
But the price of the food
It's the same.
is still the same. So that is the problem.
It makes no sense.
It's, yeah. So if the government is trying to make sure like the dollar cedi rate comes down, like he has to make sure to
transportation,
everything. Yeah, it should be good. Like foodstuffs, transportation, everything should go down. Then it will balance the equation.
I like that. Yeah.
Something that keeps you going. Like, it's not going to be smooth all the time. But what's that one major thing that when you face difficulty, kind of motivates you and it moves you? Because we've heard about so many suicide cases and all that. We're in the army, we hear some of the stuff today. And what would you say is something that's still holding you down? Because you've been in the army for 13 years, you've been in the army for 6 years or 7 years. It's not that smooth. Okay, so what's that one important thing that is holding you down?
So Joe, I would say it's resilience.
Okay.
You got to go by resilience, because things is not going to be smooth all the time. Life is ups and downs. You hit somewhere, you have problems, then you got resilience to overcome it. So what the life is that if you don't really have resilience of yourself, you're going to be down all the time. So you always have to have some type of resilience that keep motivating you. So for us, we will say motivating. You know what motivators? Yeah, we are here and we always keep doing our thing that we do. So most of the thing, we don't want to get depressed. We don't want to get stressed out. So we have something that called chilling, sit-ins, so that we just get rid of all those stuff. Yep, suicide is there in the army because it's really stressful. The army is really stressful. Waking up in the morning every day is not even easy. So all I would say that is resilience. Resilience. Like, I don't like the army like I like the army, but it's kind of like I've psyched myself that this is the job that take care of me and my family. Yeah. So let me just keep doing it.
Yeah, so you have to suck it.
I have to suck it in and then keep moving. Yeah. And then like have resilience for yourself. Psych yourself that it's difficult, but I'll do it. The same way when you are going to school. Sometimes it's hard to study, right?
Yeah.
But what do you have to do? You still study and make it that you just graduated your master's. So it's really your second master's. I have to do the right one. So it was your second master's because it was over there. So it's resilience, Joe. It's resilience because it's not easy at all. But my motivation is that let me just keep staying in the army and getting paid and doing it. 13 years, it's been a while. Like, waking up every day is not
13
good
years.
Yeah, for the PT section, it's not a problem. It's the morning wake up.
And in the field.
In the field, yep. Like you just have some trauma. You don't have to go back. But it was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, my motivation is that let me keep doing it. Psych myself, have resilience, self-resilience, and then let me keep moving. That's what I mean.
Sure.
So Sergeant Lee said resilience is a key in the army. So you don't have resilience, you can't survive in the army. You bounce it back after going through difficult situations. That is resilience. So waking up early in the morning, like it's crazy. You gotta go to PT, come back home, deploy. Like me, for example, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm leaving my family behind. So you're gonna be stressed, you're gonna be depressed. So, man, it is what it is. There's nothing you can change. That is the job that we
that's
pick.
job.
Yeah, that's the job. So you can't change it. You don't have any option. Yeah, I wish I don't deploy. I just stay here the whole time. But I don't have any option. So my family keep me motivated because if I'm home, I see my wife, kids. I talk to my family back home. Yeah, everybody is good. Our friends are around here. I talk to them. We meet each other. We chill. It keeps on moving, like motivating me, So that's it. Yeah.
So what are some of the things that motivate you? Okay, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to the point.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Okay, so some say, okay, I take certain things like alcohol to get me moving.
Yeah.
To do this, to
Yeah.
do that. And others say, okay, I have what I hold on to keep me going, to get me motivated. Why do you go in for other stuff?
like the alcohol.
liquor.
Yeah, the liquor keeps us moving. It's good. Sometimes you have to chill. Life is too short, so you have to chill.
But I mean, there are so many ways of, chilling yourself.
That's why we call you guys sugar boy.
Yeah, because taking shots, drinking, chilling with friends, that's the biggest motivation.
Yeah. I would say it's true. Yeah. For the liquor, some of us we do, we're not sugar boy because it came to the time you trying to grab my brother that he's a sugar boy.
Yeah.
But he said, hell no. He ain't no sugar boy.
We are also not going to
Because-
stop. We are going to pull him out of it.
So for us, we cannot stop. And we will just say we cannot. Because it's one of the things that keep us motivated too. At least on the weekends, we got to sit down and do some stuff. Yeah, like me personally, on a weekday, it's hard for me to sit home and take liquor. But on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4-day weekend,
That's where the
I'm
deal
not
goes.
joking
Yeah.
with that.
But I mean, there are so many consequences that come with it. I don't know if you are aware.
In tree, they
Like-
say, Uniska, and I'll say, Chofima Jaundice.
Jaundice.
Everything got consequences. Even drinking water can choke you, can fall down, and that's it. Yeah. So everything got consequences. So fast we don't go to the club because none of us go to the club.
We get
Going to the
go
bar,
that.
sitting in our house to chill. I think that shit is normal. It's cool.
Because we too
No,
old
and we
for
don't
that
drink-
kind of life.
Yeah, and we don't drink to a level that we can't even drive. Or if we can't drive, we stay where we are. We don't even drive the car.
Or you
So-
have a different plan. Like me
Yeah.
yesterday, I had a plan. I went to I couldn't. Somebody drove my car. The wife followed him, and then when they brought me home, the wife took the husband home. You see, it's a good plan, right?
Yeah.
That's how we do. So you always have to have a plan, like I commanded you to say. You always have to have a
Yeah.
plan. So it's one of the motivation for us because we cannot. That's why we call you guys sugar boys.
Yeah.
You, Kofi, and Joe, you guys are sugar boy, and now you got recruited senior man.
So now cinema is the lead.
Sugar boy. Yeah. And we
Senior
need
man
you.
over
We need
Me,
you.
it's gonna be hard though. Unless you use bulldozer or excavator. Because, no.
You are there, but
Because you remember one day when you met somewhere, there were no liquor there. You guys were saying, "Oh, now we you put on the page, we have recruited Boakye." And Boakye was like, "Hell no! There's no way you guys can recruit us unless maybe one day, like Joe said, there's nothing that is impossible. You can change your mind
At
even
any time,
today.
yeah.
They say, I'm done. It's not helping me due to health issues, some stuff
Have you
issue."
ever thought about that?
Yeah, for health issue.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about, I know people who don't drink but they die. I drink, I'm still up. So
To you, do you sometimes think about it? I think this is.
I do.
I think at a point I need to stop one day.
Oh yes, for that one I had. That was when I did a wrong judgment. Like went to sit in the front of the wheel and I'm coming and seeing this yellow line 33. That day I was like, why did I do this mistake? So that day I was like, man, why should I even stop? And sometimes there's something called hangover, right? If you get hangover, the next day, oh my Lord, you'll be the most embarrassing man in your life. All you need to, you can't eat.
Yeah.
All you need is
you even
drink
vomit
water
when you try to eat.
all day because hangover is not a good thing. So I thought about that. But yeah,
So have you ever gotten like a DUI?
Nope.
No.
We don't because we teach. We
Have a plan.
police each other. We have to have a plan because DUI will ruin your career.
Yeah.
In the military, it will ruin your career. I'm telling you. If you get one of those, it will ruin your career. Like today, guess what? My wife dropped me.
Okay.
She will come pick me. Because I know after here, I'm going to chunk some stuff. So my wife is the one coming to pick me up. So you always have to have a plan. And if you think you cannot drive, tell somebody. Somebody will take you home. That's how it is. So we don't want none of our friends to get into that situation. So we always police each other. Yeah, we ask questions like, hey, are you good to go? And then when you get home, let us know you are home. That's how we do.
Yep.
So I have one question. What advice would you give to some of the young guys coming to the US? You know, something back home, okay? We see what's going on here.
Yeah.
If you're in Ghana, you have another mindset. You know, the way you perceive things in Ghana, the way you see people outside there, it's not the same way when you come in. That's what you see. Okay, so what advice will you give to people coming to the US?
Yeah, so I would say new people coming from Ghana or maybe Africa, whatever country that you're coming from for the first time, especially if you're coming with B1, B2, business or tourist visa. And that shit is gonna be a long way to, you gotta have a long way to go. Going through the regular immigration process where you can have your green card and social, that's cool, that's okay. But even if you're coming with the regular, what do we call, I-130, like the actual filing, the proper filing, you shouldn't expect to come to the United States and making dollars in a month. It doesn't happen like that. You know, money doesn't rain from the trees down here. You're gonna struggle. But when they are home, they think, oh,
we just plug it from the tree.
Yeah, once you come to the United States, you walk, you will see in dollars. How many times? I don't remember the last time I even see like $1 on the floor. Yeah, you gotta struggle to get the money. Yeah, so they should erase that mindset. They should erase that like ASAP, like as soon as possible. You come, you get a document, you have to work before you get the money. We chill because we are in the military. That is why we don't do like double jobs. I used to do like when I was in the civilian side, I used to work at Home Depot. I was working at Aldi Food Market, as I said earlier. 2 jobs. You don't even have time to like relax.
Yeah, it's gonna stress you out.
It's gonna stress all the time. But we are chilling because we are in the military. We don't work on weekends. We got 4 days, stuff like that. We can take leave. But when you decide to work like on the civilian side, it's not gonna like be easy for you. Unless maybe you go to school.
Yeah. I mean,
go to school. Like
it depends on the kind of
job. And that going to school too, you can achieve that within like a 3 months time frame. Once you come to the United States, in order for you to go to nursing or
takes
like,
years, 2 to 3 years.
Doing IT courses, you can't take 1 month to do IT course. It's like a process. So they shouldn't expect to be making money quick as soon as they come to the United States. It's a process, and they should raise that mindset. Coming to the United States, you make money like quick. Nah, it doesn't happen like that.
Like Joey said, you know, if you want to live big in the US, you got a huge sum of bills to pay. It's not easy. There's apartment, there's mortgage, there's houses. So, like I said, they shouldn't be thinking that much. Like, we all pay bills here. So sometimes somebody will ask you money, and if you don't give the person, it seems like you are the bad person. Hell no. I also got bills here. What I'm living is not free.
Exactly.
There's nothing free in United States. The white man will always pay you when you work. That's why here, if you are lazy, you cannot sustain in the United States. If we are all lazy, we cannot, because you got to work before a white man will pay you money. That's how they do. So me, I would say they shouldn't expect that thing that if you are in the United States, you are rich. That mindset should be going away. Though we work, and then the pay we get is really good, because if we have stayed back there and we are there, we're not going to get that. But at least they should also think about us, that we also have bills to pay. So the advice I will keep, that they should come, work, and then make their money. Yeah, if you come and you work, you make the money. It's not like there's dollars on the tree that you just go in front of your house and plug it. No, it's not like that. You got to work before you get it. So they should take that mindset out. Yeah, they should come. I always pray that everybody should come, and see how it is. Because when you don't tell them, they think we are just being ungrateful, like we don't help. But I always want everybody to come and see, because I used to do my sisters the same thing. And now when I came myself, I'm like, it's not easy. You got to work, and then you got to stop being lazy. Because like I said, waking up 5:30s and all that stuff, it's not easy. So I'll be like, they should come and see how we going through.
Okay. So thank you so much.
I appreciate you so much for inviting us. Yeah, thank you.
Sergeant Lee. Yeah. We thank you so much for honoring our invitation. This is Worship Party. This is a time for social discussion. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to other people, so people will be blessed. So our final words, and then we are up.
Yeah, thank you, Anchi. Thank you, Joe. Shout out to Senior Man up here, all the guys that we have over here, Edu, Nanado, Kwame, like everybody up here, Kubi, Sifa, Lion. Shout out to you too. So everybody should go and subscribe this YouTube channel, Worship Party. And shout out to my friend Maestro, Wadu, Jacob, and my wife Maggie, and all the kids. Thank you.
Peace out.
Hey,